Paul Skenes, thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it. And you've been pretty busy this summer. If you could give me just a brief description of what you've done over the past few months.
Yeah, so after our season ended, I did ILT for a couple weeks, stayed here, kind of learned some new stuff, and then went out to the Cape Cod League June 13th, and then went out to USA June 30th, stayed there for 3 weeks. That was an experience of a lifetime. And then I went back to the Cape, got a bunch of outings in, threw well, so it was an absolute blast.
And these are both exclusive clubs, really. You don't go to play in the Cape Cod Baseball League unless you're invited, and you obviously don't go on Team USA unless you're invited. So how does that feel? You've played one season at the Air Force Academy. Obviously, you had a good high school career, but how does it feel to be selected for something like that?
It was humbling. I had no idea, going into season, that I would have a shot at either of those. I kind of told myself, I'm only going to play summer ball if it's the Cape Cod League, and I had no idea that was going to happen. And then Coach Kaz came up to me one day. He's like, "I got you on the Olympic watch list." I'm like, "Holy cow! This is real. This is coming true."
Okay, so rewind a little bit before you even play here at Air Force. In your mind, what are you thinking? I mean, obviously players have individual goals. There's always team goals, but what did you think you could accomplish in your first year at Air Force?
I wasn't sure. I just came into the academy trying to be a good cadet and have some fun at the baseball field. And in the fall, it turned into just me working hard. I've always been a pretty hard worker, but in the fall, baseball was what motivated me to be good. Obviously down there and then up on the hill as well. So. I had no idea that, I didn't have any plans or any goals. I just wanted to, have fun each day.
And then you end up now, you look back and you say, okay, 3 first-team All-Americans, all these accolades, co-conference freshman of the year, all of these things. How has that not gone to your head? You seem pretty level-headed sitting here with me.
I just try to keep the same plan, just get better every day, literally just take it one day at a time, because if I try to look ahead to February 19th or whenever our season starts, that's a long way away, and there's a lot that can be done in between that right now, so that's all I'm trying to do right now.
The Cape Cod Baseball League, for those that don't know, is invitation only. Some of the best collegiate players in the country are split up into 10 teams, and you play against each other. What was your experience? I mean, obviously you pulled away a little bit to go to USA Baseball. We'll talk about that in a minute, but your experience in that league, because you're facing really the up-and-coming players.
It was really awesome. That's all I can say. I mean, to play against those players, and obviously Air Force isn't it's not LSU or U of A, something like that. We're not a super well-known program, but it was cool because we all think that we can play with them. We all know that we can play with them, and for me to go out there and throw well and play well, it was just really cool to kind of affirm that in my mind.
And then you're on Team USA. That's obviously another honor, almost even I'd have to say a higher honor because less people are on that team. When you got that call, what did you think?
That was probably the proudest moment of my life in terms of baseball. It was during ILT that the general manager called me, and I was just in disbelief for a couple days because I knew it was a possibility. I didn't think that, never in my wildest dreams that I think that I was going to play on the collegiate team, the collegiate national team, and to go out there and be with those guys, just picking their brains because they're obviously the best of the best. So just learning stuff from them, that was awesome.
Tell me what you learned in both those instances from the Cape Cod League and the USA Baseball. What kind of things can you bring back here to the academy?
I mean, honestly, it's just a bunch of individual things. Pitch grips and, one Arkansas pitcher told me how to pick pitches from the pitcher. So it's just a bunch of little things that are, I think, going to help me in the long run. I got to work with a bunch of amazing coaches, obviously. So, I think all around, just all the stuff I learned, it's just going to help me in the program.
I'm going to back up a little bit. Why did you choose the Air Force Academy? I know you have uncles in the Navy and Coast Guard, I believe, and you were looking at Navy and or Air Force. Why are you here at the Air Force Academy?
I think it was always my dream to serve, and I came out here. Originally, I wanted to be a Navy or go to the Naval Academy, Came out here on a recruiting camp and met Kaz, met Forrest, met Jim Bro, like just the best group of coaches I've ever met. Like seeing the players interact with each other is just like you could see the love and like the brotherhood that was there, and I just knew I wanted to be a part of that. And baseball has never been like the goal where I stack all my, or put all my cards on the table, but I think the Air Force Academy is just an awesome all-around place to be.
I've got to ask you this. I'd be remiss if I don't. A lot of people are looking at what you did in your freshman year, and they're like, wow, this guy's first-team All-American on 3 teams as a freshman. And everybody knows here at the Academy, after your sophomore year, you have a chance. And you are going to be probably drafted by someone. Have you thought about that, and have you thought about, do I opt out of the Academy and go try my hand at the Major League Baseball?
I mean, I've thought about it, and I wouldn't say I've thought about it too hard, but I definitely want to stay here if I can, because I love the program, love the boys, I love the coaches. And if I, get that shot, then, I'll take it. But if not, 2 plan A's. So I'm going to do awesome things in the Air Force, and, if I get the shot, I'll do awesome things in baseball.
Talk to me a little bit about yourself. And you said you wanted to serve, and you said there's a hierarchy and baseball's not at the top. What are some of the top things for Paul Skenes?
Honestly, I didn't really realize it until I came here, but my family. I get homesick a lot, and especially like coming back here. But like my family's big. The boys are awesome. I didn't even realize that until I came out here. Like, I spend all my time with them. My roommate's a baseball player. I'm literally around a baseball player all day, and just that like brotherhood, and like we'll like call each other on the phone and be like, all right, bye bro, I love you, and we'll say it back. Like it's a genuine love and like respect, and it's really cool to be a part of, and I never thought I would be a part of anything like that.
Griffin Jax is a name that people bring up, a pitcher right now, in Major League Baseball. He served his time, and then there was things, and there's always government things, some red tape. I know I don't want to ask you that, point blank, but you have to have. As a kid growing up, you had to think, "Oh, I'm going to play in the major leagues." Do you feel like it's maybe kind of changing a little bit now that you want to serve and you're here at the Academy? Has it changed it at all?
I came to the Academy wanting to serve, and if baseball happened, it happened. Right now, like if I do get drafted, then I'll go after my senior year, hopefully, and play, and then serve after that. But like I don't view service as a like red tape or anything like that. Like I don't see it as a wall to any of my dreams. I just gonna take it one day at a time, and try to be the best at everything I do, I guess.
Tell me about this team. You talked about how close you guys are. You're looking forward to this upcoming year. It's a little ways off, but
Yeah, last year was special. In my opinion, we put together the best Air Force baseball team ever, against some really good competition. This year we got some really good competition, I think even better than last year. And I think this year is, this is our year. I think, I don't think anything's out of the question. Like, we haven't made a regional, we haven't won a conference championship, as far as I know. I don't think Omaha's out of the question this year. And that's what we're working on. That's what we're working toward starting today. So
that's awesome. Paul, thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.